Okay, welcome to Barre, or some people may know it as Ballet Fitness. I would like to do a back to basics set today. It's a lovely set, and you can do it no matter what you've got going on, fitness-wise, if you're a beginner, if you are used to going to classes. You can really tune into your body, and sort of it's really good for letting out any knots and niggles as well. But I want you to tune into your body. If you've got any contraindications, then allow yourself that freedom of movement. So if you need to make changes or modify certain movements, then allow yourself to listen to your body and make modifications. You can go back to things that are a little bit more comfortable, or you can stay with me throughout the whole set, and I'll give you lots of modifications to make it more challenging or slightly easier, depending on where you are in your ballet journey, or ballet fitness journey, should I say. So bring yourself into some space, and we are going to start by allowing our feet to come hip width apart. Now, for many people, sometimes they go like this because they think their hips are really wide, but the easiest way to do this is to bring your feet together and then turn your feet to a 10 to 2 position, and then allow your heels to come behind the toes, and just allow the knees to slightly soften. So we don't want to ever lock at the knee joints, and just double checking the live room is all good. Yes. Yep. Okay, good. I'm just checking out everybody's posture that's in the live room, which is fantastic. So my tailbone is pushed down towards my heels. So I'm popping my hands onto my belly button, pushing my tailbone down and drawing everything up. So I feel like I've got a strong top line. Okay, so we're going to spread our toes as much as we can. And I want you to lean forward and then take the weight back into the heels. So lean forward, and your toes will start to grip when your body goes too far to stop you falling over. And just allow that to happen, because everything within the legs, your inner thighs, your adductors, your glutes are stabilizing to keep you nice and strong. Good, and then just take that from side to side. So we're doing a little bit of transitioning of weight, and it'll allow you to figure out where your center of gravity is. Good, and I want you then to just allow yourself just to centralize somewhere in the middle, so you feel like your weight is evenly distributed through both feet. And we're going to come and raise our hands now onto our hips, and we're going to stick our bottom out and then tuck our tailbone under. So inhale, exhale. If anyone has ever done Pilates with me, you know that the tailbone tilts are one of my favorites. But during a barre or a ballet set, we just speed it up a little bit, because it becomes more of a rock sensation. So rather than exaggerating the breath, so it's a rock. And then turn to the side. So stick in and roll in. So stick your bottom out, roll in. 8 and 7 and 6. And this creates small flexion and extension down in that lumbar region, so down the bottom of the back, which if you've got knots and niggles in, it's great to work it out. Okay, then start to circle those hips. Good, lovely. That's it. Keep that chest upright. And then the other way. Knees nice and soft. Perfect. And then come back to the center, and then allow your arms to go a little bit higher towards the rib cage. Take a breath in and feel like you're lifting. So lift. And then push it out into the hands. And again, inhale. And lovely. And again, inhale. Good. And then just allow the arms to come big stretch up into fifth, and then down. Soften the knees, cross the arms, lifting up. Inhale and down. Good. Soften the knees one more time and down. Good. Now as you come down, you're going to go into a shoulder roll, pulling back. So drawing the shoulders up towards the ears, trying to get the shoulder blades together. I love this one, especially if I'm feeling like I'm holding a lot of tension. Normally I hold all the tension up in my neck area, and especially on cold days, like well, it's really cold today. If you're catching up in this in the summer, it may not be so cold, but it's super cold here today. Pull the shoulders back and draw up over the top. Good, that's it. Slight curve at that top level. Beautiful. And then we're going to come into our first position. So our heels are just going to come back together. And that is your first position. I want your arms to be nice and soft. And we're going to check in. So through years and years of gymnastics for me, I have a tendency to stick my bottom out. So I'm going to put my hand on my tummy, pull that in and just drop that tailbone down. So I'm always focusing on dropping the tailbone down towards the heels. My elbows are nice and soft and my hands are low into bra. So I'm going to start to circle the wrists, getting into the wrist joint as I raise my arms up into fifth. And as I pull up into fifth, I'm going to grow as tall as I can. Now be careful not to do this. I can see some in the live lounge. Just drop it down. That's it. And then circle it down. Lovely. And pull. And again. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. And hold and drop it down. And 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. And hold and lift your arm. Soften it down. Lift your arm. Soften it down. Good. One more on each side and soften it down. Lift your arm and soften it down. Now both and down. And 2 and down. Good. That's it. Make your arms float and you're still pulling over that central line. So pulling up and down. Now arms up into fifth, coming up. Good. And then you go into swan dive. So slightly start to push your tailbone back as you swan dive down. Oh, and this is the first one. So we're going to come down as low as we can. Now, if you can't go all the way down to the floor and you've got your chair or something by the side of you and you want to pop your hands on that, you can do. But normally the first stretch, roll it up back into first position. Normally our first stretch is where we feel really, really tight, but hopefully by the end, you'll feel a little bit looser. So allow those arms to come up and tailbone back. That's it. Or take a hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now draw it up. Perfect. Lovely. So from here, we're going to come into second position and we're going to reach 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Lean. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now arms up and round. And now drop and round. And again, drop and round. Lovely. And drop and round. Then you repeat. So it goes 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. That's it. So the arms are nice and soft. It feels like you're pulling toffee. And 2 and 1. Good. Arms first. Don't soften the knees yet on the first one. And then this time we soften the knees. So it comes down through a demi in second. And again. Good, beautiful. Okay, so we're going to come into some plie work first. So I'm going to turn my back around to you to start, and then I'll pop myself to the side so I can see those that are working live with me. So feet in first position, and we're going to do demi-plie sets in most of our basic stances. So first position, let's drop that tailbone down, 8 plies. So 8, and then squeeze and stand, and 7, squeeze and stand, 6, squeeze and stand, 5, squeeze and stand, 4, good, keep that going, squeeze and stand, 3, squeeze and stand, 2, lovely, and 1, perfect. Now straight into second position. So what we're going to do now is going to add a little bit of a point and then drop into second position, slightly wider than those hip bones. So demi and stand, tailbone goes down. 7 and stand. Good, keep it going. 6 and stand. 5 and stand, keep going. 4 and stand, that's it, pulling up. 3, hands are on that bar. And 2 and 1. Perfect. Now we're going to go into third position. So watch where my foot goes. I point and I bring that foot just in front of the foot. It doesn't matter which one is in front for now, but third position makes that T shape with your feet. Okay, a backwards T, because if I turn it like that, it's like a T. Okay, so third position, and again, just check the posture. So open the knees, opening the hips. 8, 7, 6, squeeze and stand, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to change that third position. So point it out, bring the foot behind. So your other foot is now in front. And 8 and stand. 7 and stand. 6 and stand. 5. So knees are opening. So I'm making a diamond shape. Yeah, that's it. 3 and 2 and 1. So we're going to cover fourth position today. So point the foot that's in front forward, and then drop. So it's, if I turn to the side, you can see where I am. My hips are not twisted. I'm forward, and I'm really focusing my energy forward through my hips. Again, my knees are not locked. We don't lock them in a bar or ballet fitness, but we're going to work that demi-plie again. Hands on the bar, so knees go slightly out and stand. 7 and stand. That's it. Weight over the hip. And 6, 5 and stand. And 4. Lovely. Pulling that top line up. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now point the foot that's in front, bring it to third. Then you go into switch and other leg. Yeah. And again, watch you don't twist. Keep that hip nice and square and forward. Hands on the bar, and 8 and stand. 7 and stand. 6 stand. 5 stand. Good. 4 stand. 3 pull it up. 2 and 1. Good. Now we're going to come back into first position, and we're going to do a little bit of arm work. So we're going to come first position, arms coming up, and then one arm up. So one arm up to fifth, one arm is out to second, and then we switch. 8 and. So I'm a little bit of movement in the hips. See, I'm pushing from side to side. Good. And soft. Kind of imagine you're like a chiffon scarf floating in the air. Yeah, that's it. And last one. Then that arm comes to second and down. Now through and second and fifth. Now other arm starts and other side, and that's it. So really feel like you're rooting out of that hip joint, pulling up all the time. And my head now is starting to follow the hand that's going to the side. Good. Now up and down and bras bra. Good combination work. Bringing it up, out to second, down we come. Other side, out to second, down we come. Up to first, out to second, and back to bras bra. other side. So while you're working the arms, you are still rooted up through the hips. So feel like, you know, your legs are like the base of a nice strong tree. And you want to stand tall and proud. And down. Good. Lift, down, up, and there. 2 more on each arm. Now start to bring that head in. So it's lift, look, and lower to the center. And lift, look, and lower to the center. Last time. There, and lower to the center. Now hands back onto your bar. Let me just pop mine to the front actually. You don't need to see my feet. I am in first position. Arm out to the side, lifting up and over. 8 and 7. Look. And 6. Good. And 5. And 4. And 3. Hopefully by the end of this set, you're going to feel so much taller and lots looser. Last one. And then now circle it around, lift it up. And lift and circle. So sweep. And good. 2 more. Good. Lovely. Now lifting up to the other side. Up and over. And 1. And look. And 2. And look. 3. And 4. Keep going. My feet are still in first. I'm still lifting up. And 6. And 7. And 8. Lovely. Now circle the arm and other side. Remember, I'm not creating an arch in the back, so I'll do it to the sides. So I'm not arching like this. I'm lifting and creating that illusion that my arm is creating an arch in my back. So I'm just circling that arm, lifting up, opening my chest. Good. And lovely. Okay, perfect. So let's bring a neutral position in now. So our neutral position is going to be feet together. So we're going to start with that demi, and then we're going to continue then on to releve section. So demi, please, is that soften of the knees. So tailbone down, belly buttons in, shoulders pulled back. Here we go. So it's demi and stand, and 7 and stand. Good. 6. Let me start you off. 5. Keep it going. And 4. Checking the live room. And 3. That's it. Lift here. And 2. And 1. Now hands are on the bar. You're going into releve. Lift and lower. And 7 and lower. 6 and lower. 5. Lower. Good. 4. And 3. Good. Perfect. And 2. And 1. Now then, lift up and hold. Hold in the releve. Now, if you can take the hands off, great. If not, just keep them attached to the bar. And I'm really focusing the energy into the balls of the feet, stabilizing the core over the hips. Good. And then down. Perfect. Now from there, we're going to go demi and releve. So we're linking those two, demi and releve. Really nice top line, everybody. Obviously, if you're doing this on catch up, or if you're repeating it, I'm still watching. You know I've got eyes everywhere. Good. 4 more. 4 and lift, and 3 and lift, and 2 and lift. Squeeze your glutes, and 1 and lift. Now from here, alternate single drop and 8. Switch and 7. Switch and 6. Switch. That's it. 5. Be careful not to do this. Good. And switch and 3 and switch and 2. Switch and 1. Good job, guys. Well done. Okay, so feet in first position. I've just discovered as well, we've been working for quite a while, and I haven't said have a drink, grab yourselves a drink. So let's do that first. Grab yourselves a quick drink. It's really important to stay hydrated. And hopefully if you are listening to your bodies and you think before that point, I've told you to have a drink, that you're thirsty, make sure you are staying hydrated. Okay, so we're going to do this set again, but we're going to do it in first position. So feet are in first position. My hands are on my bar. And I'm going to go straight into the releve. So we've already done demi-pliés through the second and the first position. So now we are into our releve section, which is where we lift. Okay, I'm squeezing my glutes. I'm pulling my belly button in and lifting, but being careful not to lift these shoulders. Okay, here we go. Let's do 8. Nice and slow to start. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower. And 7 and lower. Lovely. And 6 and lower. And 5 and lower. Good. And 4. That's it. Shoulders are really nice. Live lounge. And 2 and 1. Now let's speed it up. And 8 and 7 and 6. Oh, I can feel this. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now alternative. So soften one knee, lift up, soften the other. And 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Good. Lifting up in first. And again, we've got that hold. So if you can take the hands off, great. If you're not confident or not feeling steady enough, then just keep the hands attached. You're really focusing the energy now into the ankle joint. Body is above the hips. Pulling up, allowing yourself to breathe, and lower. Ooh, that was a good one. So shake those legs out, and we're going to come into second position. So from that first, let's point, drop it down. Okay, ready? Second position, slow releve to start. 3, 2, 1. Releve and down, and releve and down. Keep it going. Releve and down, and 4 and down, and 3 and down. Good. And 2. Perfect. And 1. Let's take it a little bit quicker. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and hold. Ooh. If you can take it off, check out my ankles. See, they're like stabilizing, a little bit wobbly on this surface, but I feel like I'm in control. So alternate, and 7 and 6 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. All right. Ooh. Let's shake those legs out. Shake those calf muscles out. I am pushing you guys. I am pushing you. I'm very aware that I'm pushing you. So good job. Okay, so now we're going to come into third position. We are point and third. See what I did? Point and third. So it just comes into one in front, one behind. We're going to do 8 at a steady pace. Then we're going to point and then bring that one behind and do 8 at a steady pace. Okay, here we go. 3. Let's watch that line. So this one, because the leg is in front, that can happen. Tailbone down, lifting up, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. 8 and 7. Good pace. And 6. Well done. And 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Down, point, and in front. Okay, here we go. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now, fourth position. So we're going to step it forward. Not too much. So I'm just bringing it forward so that my hips are not twisted. I'm able to keep them in that neutral line, and you guys can keep the neutral line towards the camera. Bar is in front. I'm just going to use the bar at the side so that I can keep an eye on the live lounge. But I'm going to bring my arm to 5th on this one. And 4. No. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now point, bring it into third, and then bring the other leg in front. Okay, so I'm going to pop that to the side. Obviously, if you are working with the chair in front of you, you can just lift one arm off, no problem. So let's go into fourth, lifting up, and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Okay, so while you're here, we are going now to pop our bars or our chairs, whatever you are using. If you're using a worktop, you're going to turn your body to the side. Just make sure you angle your cameras that you're able to see me clearly and not twist your head to look forward. So I'm going to work with the outside leg. So my hand is going to start on my hip, and I'm going to allow that sternum to pull up, shoulders are down, and we're just going to start with the lifting of the knee. Now the foot that's supporting, let's start here and go to first position, and then lift the knee, so the foot comes to the knee, and you open and close, 7 and close, 6, that's it. And if that's too much, keep the foot on the floor, so you're opening, whatever is more comfortable for you. Good. Now from there, you're going to point that foot in front and rondejant. So we're going to circle it round, forward and back. Good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good. Now bring the foot in front. So the outside foot is the one that's in front. You're going to point for 4 to the front, 4 to the side, 4 to the back, 4 to the side. We're going to lift our arm out into second. If it gets too much, just pop the hand back onto the hip. So lifting up, don't lock that knee joint, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 to the side, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now take it backwards into third, and then you point that foot back, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now to the side, and 4 back in front, 3, 2 and 1. Up and over for 4 and look, and 3 and look, 2 and look, 1 and look. Now coming up. Good. Now swan dive, tailbone back, tailbone back. That's it. Oh, we're in a third position, going as deep as we can. Oh, I can feel this one. And then up into fifth, down into brass bra. Okay, good. Pop your chair to the other side. So the feet are in first position. Then you come up. So I'm drawing my foot to my knee, and hand is on the hip. Opening. Remember, just pop the foot on the floor if this is too much. Try not to lock the support knee. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now point the foot in front, rondejants, forward and back. Draw that semicircle. Now remember to lift up, and when you take the leg back, the leg stays nice and strong and straight, and you feel that little bit of a pinch in the lower back, and the glutes are squeezed. Yeah. Good. 2 more. Last one. Bring it into third. Good. Now arm up and out. So 4 forward, 4 to the side, 4 to the back. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 to the side. And 4 and 3 and 2. Now behind in third, come forward if you need to, and back, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 to the side, back in front for third, 3, 2 and 1, up and over, 4, look at the hand, and 3, look at the hand, good, 2, look at the hand, 1, look at the hand, bring it up to fifth, tailbone back, sweeping down, lifting up. Beautiful, and good job, guys. Well done. Okay, so grab yourselves a drink. Hopefully your legs are feeling nice and warm. You are feeling strong and lifted and 6 foot taller. Shoulders are all loose. And we're going to do a little bit of kick work today. Yes, so this gets really exciting now. I love this work. So I'm going to show you how I use the chair for this one. Now, with kick work, so the seated area is forward. Now I'm going to use the chair to support my hands. So my hands are like this, or I'm down on my elbows, whichever is better for you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because my face is in the sun and I can't see you guys. I want to be able to see you. So I'm going to bring the chair this way. And I'm quite short, so sometimes I feel a little bit better and my knees are soft. So this is my first position, as in the first position I'm going to go to. My feet are in neutral and my knees are slightly bent, so I'm not locking that knee joint, okay? My back is straight, but you can come up, wherever's more comfortable. Let's take one leg off and it's like supported. You're going to just extend it back, but not too high. So it's dragging, that's it. Now, once you've got that rhythm, just out and in, 4 more, and in, out and in, out. Now lift it a little bit higher if you can. Out and in, out and in. You're bringing the knee to the chest. Out and in, and 4 and in. This time hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now from here, that same leg is going to open to the side and in. 3 and in. 2 and in. 1 and in. Now lift it up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just circle around. Circle around. That's it. Imagine you've got a hula hoop around your waist and you're trying to build up some momentum so that it's circling around. Okay, so switching the weight onto the other leg. So I'm stretching back to start. 8, 7. So I'm not lifting too much, just getting the rhythm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pulling in and now extend it back. In and extend. 3 and extend. 4, extend and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it in. Now it's out to the side, slightly hooking the knee. And 3 and 2. Ooh. And 1. Oh, this is a burner. And open and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now soften the knees and then extend the legs. Good. Soften and extend. Soften and extend. Soften and extend. Soften and extend. Good. Now bringing it up. So it's really important. We haven't done a lot of leg kick work yet, so I wanted to start off on some basics. So because I'm covering ballet basics today, so we've started off on some low arabesques. Okay, so our next one is I'm going to pop my legs into second position, and we've done our demi plies, so I'm going to come to grand plie now. So I'm going to go quite low, or as low as you can, as far as is comfortable for you, and then I'm going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulders are over the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend and then point and plie and point and plie and point and plie. Good. And point and plie and 4 and plie. Hands are on that bar and plie. 2 and plie. 1 and plie, back to second position, back to grand, so nice and low, and pulse again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, point the side, and plie and point. Remember that plie is as far as is comfortable for you. You can go deep, or you can just do a small plie, or you can just even take the leg behind. All right, lots of choices. Good, and 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful, into first position. Lovely, guys, well done. Okay, so a little bit of compilation work now. So we're going to go, I love this compilation work. So I'm going to lift the arms and lift the leg, step and arm up. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. So lift the leg, just think about mirroring me. So if you're struggling to take one leg off, or struggling to work without the bar is in front of you. You can just do it without the arms, okay? So if you need your bar, pulling up, step and behind, okay? So let me just do that. So I'm pulling up, step, behind. It's kind of like a point there, a point, and my weight is on my support leg, okay? So if you don't need the bar, follow me all the way through. So lift, second, and stretch. Okay, good. Now you're going to bring the arm down, bring the leg in, open, step, behind. Good. Okay, and again, so bring, open, step, behind. Very nice. So bring, open, step, behind. Beautiful, yes. So the more confident you get, the more able you are to really trust your body. Stable, lift, step, and here. So remember, if you need the bar, just keep the hands on the bar and focus on the legs. You're dragging, extending, stepping, and pointing. You're dragging, extending, stepping, and pointing. Good, let's do one more on each side. So drag, open, beautiful. And again, drag, up. Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you. Good. I'm clapping at everybody that's obviously doing this on catch up. I can't see you, but I can see you. And everyone that's doing it live, oh my gosh, your top lines are beautiful. We're ready for Swan Lake. We are. I'm absolutely so proud of you. That was lovely. Okay, so closing up, let's do a little bit of stretching work. So let's grab our seats and take a seat on them. So we're going to go lifting up into that 5th position. And then we're going to swan dive and then collapse. Just allow yourself to really sort of sink down, relax the head. And then draw everything up. So you roll in and pull in the spine up. Good. Up into 5th. Good. That's it. Relax it down. Relax the head. Let any knots and niggles work them out. Just feel that you don't have to stay still through any movement. And then roll it up, strengthening the back. And last time, up, open, and down. Roll it up. Okay, hands onto the hips, cross one foot in front. The knee that's crossed over, or the leg that's crossed over, that's going to go out to diagonal. So lift and lower, and 7. Now what you've got to be careful not to do is sink back in the chair and swing the leg. We want to lift. Imagine you're balancing a book. So you're focusing on strengthening connective tissue around the hip joint. Good. And lift and lower, and 3 and lower, 2 and lower, and 1 and lower. So bring it down, switch in behind, and other side, 8 and lower, 7 and lower. Good. 6 and lower, 5 and lower, 4 and lower, 3 and lower, 2 and lower, and 1 and lower. Back to neutral, arms open into second, and then close and open. Other one on top, close and open. Good. Now draw it in, open the chest, and draw it in, open the chest. So you're really thinking of long neck, shoulders down, and allowing yourself to be really strong through the body. So you're sucking in, expanding that chest, sucking in and expanding that chest, and 2 more, and expand, last one, and expand. Good. Now from here, open into second, one arm down and lift up and over. Take a stretch, hold it there, pull the belly button in. Now from here, we're just going to roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, switch and lift. Good. Roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, and lift. And again, roll down and lift. Perfect. And bring it up. So draw that chest down for 2. 1, 2, and suck it in. Open and suck it in. So what this does is it strengthens the thoracic, so middle of the back, and then the lumbar region, because you're opening your chest, and what you don't want to do is go so far forward that you're unable to come back. So use your back muscles to pull back. That's it. So it's open, and it's as if someone's pulling you back. Yeah, that's it. And there, and in, there, and in. Bring your legs together. So just bring yourself a little bit forward on your seats, and you're going to alternate the legs. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now pull the knee into the chest, flex and stretch. So in ballet fit or bar, we aim to really work on the ankle joint. It's one of the joints that often get forgotten about in most fitness sessions, but it's the crust of work in the core for us. Okay, rotation. And then we're going to try and extend. Oh, make sure you're sitting back in that chair. I don't want you to extend and fall forward. You're lifting. Oh, and just think about where you are now. It doesn't matter if you only get to here or if you have to put the foot on the floor and you're stretching down. As long as you can feel the stretch at the back of the leg, then you know you're stretching the right, correct muscles. But what we aim to do is aim to increase the length. And when we talk about flexibility and mobility, so mobility is generally mobility around the joint, and then flexibility is about lengthening the muscles. So this is where our flexibility kicks in. So let's lift up on the other leg. We are nearly there, guys. Like stretch, rotate. I love a good back to basics bar session because it really tunes you in to what's going on in the body, where you are on your ballet fit bar journey, and then stretch it out. And it really allows you to lengthen those muscles, feel a little bit taller, and makes you think about your posture a little bit more, which is fabulous. Nice and strong, giving our organs plenty of room to do their job if we're able to hold ourselves correctly and lift up as much as possible. Good. All right, well done. So roll the shoulders 3 times. We're coming into close now. And 3, 2, and 1. Coming forward, 3, and 2, and 1. Now first position, pick it up if you can. Okay, so arms in bras bra. So I want you to think about what arm movement we did at the beginning. So we're going to roll it up up into fifth, and then roll it down. And then reach, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arm down. Now lift to the side. Take a plie. Good. And again to the other side. Take a plie. And there. Lifting up into fifth, pulling up. Thanking your room. Thanking the crowd. Thank you very, very much. Oh my gosh, it's been such a pleasure. I'm just going to stop the record.